Good morning, everybody. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe, together with Saddam Maake. As you can see, Saddam is not feeling well today. He's got flu. It's that time of the year when there's flu. Saddam, welcome to the show, and I can hear that you're not well.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize to the listeners, everyone, soccer lovers that is
Hmm.
not all right, but as a soldier, we have to wake up and talk to make things
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. But speak a little bit louder because I
Yeah,
can't hear you clearly. Yeah, no, it's that time of flu and you must take care of yourself, all right? And then,
yeah, thank you.
but knowing Saddam, you'll be working again today. You should be not feeling well, considering the fact that you were quite busy with what was happening with Banyana Banyana and so on. I think you attending so many meetings, trying to sort things up. Today we'll be talking about that one, and also we want to look at what is happening at Royal AM. All right, that's what we are going to do. But prior to that, I just want to share with you that remember I told you that every time I'll be showing you, what Akane Simbini is doing. Akane Simbini is our pride. He has done well this past week. As you can see, that's one of the titles that he won. And then he's preparing himself for the race that he's going to run this year. So we'll be watching very closely what's happening with the champ. And then, yeah, we wish him good luck because we want him to bring that trophy for us. And then so that we know what's happening. All right. Now we know that Kaizer Chiefs has made some few signings, and this is how Kaizer Chiefs going to look like. Saddam, maybe you can tell me about those players. I can see there is Simango, Chivaro. Yeah, tell me, what do you want to say? This is how you guys gonna look like this year, and then yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. And then all teams are beefing up, but it's not only Kaizer Chiefs that is beefing up. Even Orlando Pirates have made some renewal of the contracts, which is quite good because you need that. You need to renew the contract of the players so that the players are settled, and then you know, and the coach knows who am I going to use, who am I not going to use. Vincent Pule, apparently, his contract has been renewed to until 2025, plus 1 year extension. Richard Ofori till 2024, which is next year, and then plus 1 year season if he wants to extend it. Tabang Munare, and then it's up to next year. Siabonga Mponjane up to next year. Ben Mutswari up to next year. And I heard people complain and said, hey, Mponjane should have been released. I don't think that is the time we should be talking about that. You know what? I agree. He has made a mistake in one of the big games, just like what's his name? Ndledla was saying, if you make a mistake in the what you call the derby, you are gone. So Saddam, so those are the signings. Are you looking forward to this season?
Yeah, thanks. I think as Chief supporters, we have to appreciate what the management offers us. You can see the six players. Let's give those combos a chance. They will need our support.
Mm,
So
mm,
now we can say we got a midfield, we got the strikers, we got uh, 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 a back forward like the Togo from Super Sport. I think all those players, with our support, they will take us somewhere else. But
mm,
we can't judge them now while we're still starting because now you remember we got the new technical and then we got new sponsor, new players,
mm.
so we can start it. But every day when we wake up, we see some changes. But today I'm happy to see those six players uh, getting the numbers. They're going to be a Kaizer Chiefs family. They need us to be support. As 12 players, we must support them. I think I'm happy at the meantime.
You are happy so far that so far so good.
Not 100% until they show themselves in the field of play, but at the meantime, thanks for the management to give us something to smile. Then it's up to the players to respect their job, bring their talent, and bring our glory back.
Okay. You know what? We start also on a bad note. You know, Fandisa. You know, Fandisa used to be a Man United goalkeeper. And then as we speak, we are told that he is in the intensive care unit. And he was also a chief executive officer for Ajax Amsterdam. And then, and then apparently it has to do with the brain, bleeding around the brain. So we wish him a speedy recovery. This is not something that we want to see. We want to see a whole lot of things, but it's life. It's life. It happens. Now, I don't know whether you are aware that PSG, Mbappe, they've given Mbappe an ultimatum. You know, this is a very nice story. And then apparently they say this is according to Naisa Al-Khelaifi, the president of PSG, says if Mbappe wants to stay, he wants him to stay, but he needs to sign a new contract. He has to decide in the next week or two, and then in the next week or two, sign a new contract or the door is open. This is a French club. He said he would never leave for free. If he changes his mind today, it's not my fault. We don't want to lose the best player in the world for free. It is impossible. This is the president of PSG. Let's welcome Sheikh. Sheikh says just join us. Now, this is very sad, you know. And then I listened to other publication. I think it was Sky Sports, to be precise. And then they said they've written him a letter. They said in that letter, you know, they were very trying to be respectful to Mbappe, to say, hello, Mr. Kylian Mbappe. They said that the tone of the letter was like very soft. So I don't know, Sheikhs, what's your take about this? The issue that now Mbappe, he has put them in a dilemma because he says he's not going to renew a contract. And now PSG are forced to sell him. And now PSG, it is said they believe that Mbappe has a contract in place with Real Madrid, that he'll join them next year. So what's your take about this? Mshege, I can't hear you. Yeah.
Hear me, Professor?
I can hear you now. Yes. Welcome, Mshege.
Yes, thanks for having me on the show, Saubrey. The issue of Kylian Mbappe, Saubrey, his contract is ending at PSG, and he does not want to renew, which forces PSG now to sell him before he goes for free. So, Saubrey, it was bound to happen that this will come to, because now they have to sign. They have to make sure that he doesn't go for free. So they have to sell him at this point in time, and not risk him going for free.
Now, tell me, Mshege, do you think big players will be willing to join PSG after they've seen how they treated Lionel Messi?
Yeah, no. Saubrey, Messi didn't get the best treatment from PSG. And I think with PSG, Saubrey, they were supposed to win things with the big players that they had, Mbappe, Messi, Neymar. I think now it's going to be a problem for them to attract the big players. But then that could also be a blessing in disguise for them, because sometimes you need a team and not those big names, So I believe they need to, especially with the new coach coming in, he can build a team. He can build a team at PSG. There's a lot of quality still. Your varieties are still there. So I believe PSG is a quality team, but they've been unlucky not to win anything. I think they need to just focus on building a team.
I think the blame should be put squarely on the president, Al Khalif. I think he made a mistake. He really made a serious blunder by showing Mbappe that, you know what, you are the king and all that. Now everything is backfiring. But nevertheless, let's move. Guys, let's talk about the issue of Royal AM. Royal AM, there is a problem there. Mamkhize apparently has been slapped with 12 million. That he has to pay Nekovic. Not only that, the chances are they will be banned for not to sign players if they don't pay that money. Now let's look at Mamkhize. Ever since they came in, we have seen drama. There was Sinki Munisi in collusion with her, and then Khabu Zondo was somehow demoted at some point, or demoted, or whatever you call it, redeployed. What is happening at Royal AM? We know that what is name, Dance Malisela left. Is this a bad sign for Royal AM, or is this what we need in our football? What's your take, Saddam?
Yeah, thank you. Hello, Comrade Shakes. Hey, I'm not feeling well today, but the elder soldier, I'll be okay. I think the issue of Mamkhize, I saw this one a year before, that something will be coming out other way around. But as a lady, she needed support. My experience and my advice, and what I can see is she needs a financial advisor, because I hear the lawyer. The name of the lawyer is Torejani on the other radio station when they interview about the issue of I think because she's a lady, everyone take a chance, advantage, advising her on the wrong way, and this one, but end of the day, she'll be in trouble. But now, Royal AM are number 11 on the position. What will happen if they say they ban him to buy a player? How are you going to reinforce when the season starts? She's going to have a problem. I think she need a good advisor. She needs to stand up and pay 12 million, and maybe people can allow her to buy players, because it's going to be a problem for her. But now, to me, I think the lawyer who's at Royal AM, they are not working nicely with the technical staff. As you say, Dan Manisela, Kabuzondo, Singumunisi, and whatever, those things. It might be seated down and talk and say how to do the structure in the PSL, in the camp of Royal AM, because end of the day, we'll see a drama every time, especially when we're going to open the league. It's going to be a problem again, but she's in trouble. She needs a special advisor. She needs a financial manager. She needs everything to be seated down, because she likes soccer. She's good as a lady. She needs to be supported. But now it's worse. There's something beyond our control, because we can't say anything as supporters. We want to see Royal AM coming back, and as they were on number 2 last time and go to Confederation Cup. But now it's bad. They must stand up. The lawyer must be sure to assist her and make sure Royal AM back on track.
Now, but Saddam, Mshege, there's been a drama ever since. There were times when she was paying players in the field of play. There's drama. It's not about her being a lady, all right? She's a chief executive officer. The buck stops with her. What's your take about that, Mshege? I mean, she must start now reflecting and reviewing the way she does things. I think she must reflect. I'm saying the drama has never stopped. You know, at times people were paid in the field of play. You know what? Sheikh, I don't know. What do you want to say about this?
Before six,
Yeah.
I want to say something.
Mm,
Comrade,
mm,
I hear the issue. I saw the issue of paying the player in the field of play. That was wrong.
mm,
PSL can't allow that. We can't
mm,
allow that.
mm,
Criminal will watch him. But where was the lawyer to advise her that you
mm,
can't pay players in the field of play because the money must be paid at the bank?
mm,
SARS must need the money. It won't happen because it's called
mm,
criminal.
mm,
So
mm.
where the lawyer was, that's why I say I put the blame on the lawyer and advisor.
Mm. No, the lawyer is dealing with legal issues. It's not about the lawyer dealing with. The lawyer's job is to give legal issues, a legal explanation. Mshega, do you want to say something on this subject? I can hear you, Mshega. The sound is very low. Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, Prasobs, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yes, Mamkhize Prasobri, she surprised me when she when she came into football. She had John Maduka, and she was doing very well, you know.
Mm,
But
mm,
like Saddam says, you know, she does need advice as somebody who is not familiar with how professional football is run, you know, especially that incident where the players were being paid inside the field. I mean, that's putting the players in danger right there, you know, because these players have to go home and everybody has seen that these players have money. So, but just on the whole, you know, I think she really does need advice on the issue of Nokovic. I think she's in trouble now because FIFA is going to ban her from signing players and she has to pay that amount. I don't see her winning that case. I think the advice was wrong, you know. And yeah, I think she needs somebody really who is clued up, who knows football, that can support her.
But Sheikhs, sometimes, you know, when people have money, do they get advice or do they listen to the advice or they want you to tell them what they want to hear? I'm not sure about that, okay? So sometimes that could be that the ego plays a major role. People want to tell you to tell them what they want to hear. You must just, confirm what he has or she has in mind. So sometimes that could be the problem. But now let's move on. What happened to Banyana Banyana? The good news, they are going to, they are going to Spain, and finally they'll be playing in the World Cup. And then also the good news is we hear that, we also hear that this is the fixture. They'll be playing against Sweden, and they'll be playing against Argentina, and they'll be playing against Italy. So yeah, finally they jetted out. But I also want to talk about this crisis. Saddam, I'm sure you were very close. You saw what happened. And then what triggered all these things. And then we must say big up to the Motsepe Foundation who came to their rescue. But I'm told that this is not for the first time. The Motsepe Foundation is always there bailing out the national squad or SAFA all the time. So what's your take about this chaos that happened today? Saddam, you were very close to what was happening.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I think for myself, I attend all the meetings. I hear what happened. I saw the story since from the day on the Takani game until they left. So, but now, to me, it will be not good for me to put all the detail before they play because I don't want somebody or the Rainbow Nation to say, oh, that was the issue. What do we do now? Is say the case was resolved. They will get their money sorted out. But to me personally, I think the more issue comes from the the SAPU, the SAPU, the union, is the one who comes in the middle, and then it comes SAPA, SAPU, and then a sponsor, premier, and then a minister. Those things, when I check at all of them, I hear the players what they want, and then we want the players to get money, of course. They must get paid when they work. But that one is up to them and the management. But what I say, the case issue, when I check all those things, the SAPU cause a problem because the SAPU, they are union for players. But to me, since they left with when Mambo left at SAPA, the communication between president and the SAPU was not okay. So I don't think SAPU, they got 100% to say they can back the players. Why they come now when the players supposed to get the money? They used to come before and communicate with SAPA before, because the ladies won the AFCON last time. They're still going to be playing. But now, because we're going to World Cup, we don't need so many issues. But I say, SAPA, to me, they just jump in because it's the money issue. That's why. But let's leave it like that and support our girls. SAPA, the FIFA Foundation, and then they're going in the FIFA, they're going to pay.
No, but Saddam, Sapu, apparently they were invited by the girls. Mshege, I want to hear your opinion here. Sapu, according to Tulakhan, they were invited by the girls to come and defend the position. And then I don't know what's happening. And then I saw Mamrea being interviewed on Marawa Sports World. And then and I fail to understand. I'm trying to analyze what's happening. And then Mamrea is calling for investigation commission should be established whereby the commission comes in. This isn't Ntanta Chabalala. Remember him? He used to play for Ajax Cape Town. And then they said they were invited. So, Msheke, what's your take? Was it wrong for SAFU to come in? Because I think the role that they played a very positive role, because finally the resolution was found. Because SAFU, they are part of the stakeholders, but I don't know. You are a former player. What's your take?
From a player's perspective, Saubrey, going into a tournament as big as the World Cup, and you are less than a month away from playing the World Cup, you don't need this type of drama, Saubrey. It's going to be difficult as it is for our ladies. They're going to play against the big guns of ladies football, you know. They need the utmost support that we can give them. But this drama is unfortunate and embarrassing to me, you know. I mean, a mere 20 days for the World Cup, you are having a standoff of a practice game just before the World Cup, you know. And Argentina are watching their opponents and looking at them and seeing all this drama, and they're saying this is the team we're going to be playing against. So for me, it's just bad. I think the minister needs to come in and there needs to be a discussion with SAFA in terms of how things are being run, you know, because soon, Saubrey, those pockets of Motsepe he will soon close the pockets, you know. Look how he's bailed out South African football, the APC Motsepe League, Motsepe Foundation, you know, he's always bailing out. But one day, though, he will close the pockets, and then what will we do, you know, in this situation?
And we must say big up to Panyaza Lusufi, the premier, who came in, intervened, and then had we know that FIFA doesn't take that one very light, where politicians are part of the discussions. But at least they were not giving any direction. I don't know. Are we not seeing a power play? Why I'm saying that? We know that Mamrea at some point wanted to be the president of SAFA. She lost. All right. Are we not seeing a power play? Because of that, now I'm going to get back at you. I'm not saying everything that Danny did is correct, but I'm not saying or what the players, what they did is correct, but they are right to fight there for their own right. But the question is, are we not seeing the power play, people using this crisis for their own end? I don't know. That's me from a distance. I'm not saying that is the case. And then Tulakhani, as much as you say Saddam, why were they there? Because they could not have resolved without their involvement. And they played a very critical role, and they assisted. As you can see, here's Tulakhani here, and then this was during the standoff, whether they were taking the field or not. And then, yeah, so I'm sure, Sheikhs, you are correct. Maybe in Biz or in Daba, they must sit down and talk, and then let's take the egos out. Let's look at football, because Mamria is calling for investigation to see what happened to the legacy money that was shared with shared with by FIFA. What happened to that money? So I don't know. Yeah, those are some of the news that we will watch them closely. But we wish Banyana Banyana good luck, and then hopefully they'll make us proud. Remember, these are the the African champions. So we'll want to see them go in there. Now, guys, I want to share this with you. Cristiano Ronaldo, this guy. Okay, Saddam, yes.
Yeah, before we jump on that one, I want to put something on this issue of Banyana Banyana.
Yeah.
If South Africa we're not careful,
Mm.
we just do something with the powers and we anger, we listen to this one, we'll be banned like what Zimbabwe done. Where is Zimbabwe today? Being out because of people. Let me tell you something. This issue of Banyana Banyana, let's forget about what is happening, who said what here in South Africa. Let's talk about the reality. FIFA is the one who hosts the World Cup. And then SAFA is the mother body here in South Africa. And then those two, they're the one who must monitor everything until somebody, third party come. We talk about minister. We talk about premier. But FIFA does not allow the government interfere on the sports issue, as you said. You know about that one. But we'd like to say thank you to Panyaza to be involved and also minister. But now the issue of saying somebody saying that one they're going to investigate and what, that is going to cost us. It's going to cost the players as well. And that we're still fighting while we support our girls there, because the issue is going to go through to the players that here at home we are fighting. Let's leave the so-called SAPU. Let's forget about the real. Let's forget about those, and then just focus on supporting them until justice roll in the sake of World Cup, because they are there to present us. If you can check the group that we on the wrong group. So to be a champion, you must beat a champion. We must challenge them.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I hear your point, Saddam. We need to move on. I'm saying this because Mamria has said it herself, that she's going to meet the minister, she's going to make a call, that there must be an investigation. And then, funny enough, SAFA is bidding to host the World Cup 2027, the Women World Cup 2027. So I don't know whether this will put a dent to that bid. But nevertheless, we'll watch the space. Good luck to Banyana Banyana. Let's move on. Guys, good news about Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy is so generous. You know, I listened to him when he was interviewed by Piers Morgan, where he pleaded that he wants to meet this lady because this lady used to feed him while he was very young and very poor by giving him beggars. So now this is what he did. He met this lady finally, and then he bought her a restaurant. They say it's the biggest restaurant in Portugal, and then he gave her a number of gifts. What a good heart. Mshege, what's your take about this? Mshege? All right.
Yes, Pastor.
Yeah, what's your take about this? Cristiano Ronaldo reciprocating to say, look, you have been so kind to me over the years. Here is a restaurant that I give you. So that, what's your take about this?
Yeah, it's a beautiful story, Saubrey. You can see that Cristiano comes from humble beginnings, you know, and it's good to see that as a superstar that he is a world-class sportsman. He doesn't forget where he came from. He doesn't forget who did good for him, you know. So it's really an amazing story of him going back to remember somebody who did something good for them, you know. Yeah, he's just a superstar, and I respect Cristiano. He remains one of the best.
You know, in that interview, he said at some point he did take his son, Cristiano Jr., to where he grew up. Remember, he said they used to share one room with his sisters, 3 sisters and himself. Then the son was saying, were you sleeping here? He said, yeah, I was sleeping here. He said the son could not believe. And he said, you know what? I sometimes feel bad because this boy gets everything that he wants, which I could not. And because he gets everything he wants, he will not have that hunger. So I want him to suffer so that he can have a hunger. Saddam, what's your take about those utterances?
No, I think as a legend, as a good player, he does good because that happened to Mane as well from Liverpool when he does care of his country. We always saw him. We know from where he come from. That is a good for the legend to remember where they come from and then to take their background and give the new generation the story that to be where he is because he started there and then what is happening. So
Just like
so much.
Yeah, just like Sheikh says, it shows that he started from the humble beginning. Guys, let's move on quicker so that we go towards the closure of the show. And I'm doing the last part of the show, which is the Messi special. I don't know whether there's anything that we want to mention, guys, before I go to the Messi special, because that's the last part of it. Look, we are, you know what? I still want to understand when people say Haaland will win the Ballon d'Or or Mbappe will win the Ballon d'Or. What will give that? What will be the compelling reason for Haaland or Mbappe or anyone to win? If you look at these numbers, Sheikhs, in a World Cup tournament, all right, 7 games, 7 goals, 3 assists, 6 men of the match. Now, the expectation in terms of goal, 6.7. All right. Big chances, 7. All right. Now, these numbers, and he finally won the World Cup. He won the Golden Ball. So I want reasons that will make him not to win the Ballon d'Or. I understand he's in America now when they start, because apparently the adjudication will end in August. But who's going to beat these numbers? You know, even Pele, we don't have these numbers in one World Cup tournament. Mshege, your take, former footballer.
Yeah, probably as a former footballer, it's amazing what Messi does, Praso, because we look at football holistically. You know, it's all about the assists more than just the goals as well, which he always puts in as well. He scores the goals, but the assists, the influence he has on the game, you know, the influence he has, the stats tell a big story, Prasobri. And, you know, even at PSG, people don't understand Messi was doing everything, you know, in terms of assists, he's the highest in terms of goals, the number of hat-tricks he scored, you know. And I think he just topped it off with the World Cup. I mean, single-handedly he took that Argentinian team and won the World Cup for them. You know, he was so influential in that Argentinian team, and for me, there's no other player to win that Ballon d'Or besides him. I respect Mbappe. He's still got a future, and but this one I definitely give to Messi.
Now, if you want to know more about the TBR solutions, here is our website down here, www.tbr.solutions. Or if you are a pensioner or you are contemplating of resigning, you're a government employee, you're 55 years and above. Remember, when you leave earlier than 60 years, you are being penalized. And you want to know how can you avoid those penalties, just approach us. You'll see at the end of the show, we are giving you the WhatsApp number. Drop us a WhatsApp number, and then we'll drop us your contact details. We'll call you, and then we'll guide you how to ensure that at the end of the day, you're not being penalized. Not only that, we'll also give you support that you get your money timelessly, all right? Looking at the GPF law and the rules, all right? So that at the end of the day, you get your money as expected. So just drop us a WhatsApp. And Shakes, thank you very much. And then Saddam, get well soon. Although I know that you'll be going somewhere. Shakes, bid the viewers farewell.
Thanks, thanks for having me on the show, Saubrey, and to Saddam, get well soon. And yeah, Saubrey, looking forward to Banyana Banyana representing us well against all odds.
Sihle, where is he playing today?
They're currently on a month break, Saubrey, so he's just training at the moment and keeping fit at home.
Okay, good. Saddam, bid the viewers farewell.
Yeah, thanks to all the listeners and you and Shakes also to give me a chance, whatever I was not feeling well. I'm going to be at the doctor at 11 o'clock today. I'll be well as a soldier, a soccer slave. I like that one. Let's forget about everything and support our girls. That issue of Wara Wara is up to SAFA and FIFA. The rest is a story. Let's forget about that and give them a support. Good luck to Banyana Banyana. We love them.
Yeah.
And support them, whatever. So,
yeah, no Wara Wara. Thank you guys, much appreciated.